What's up, bow hunters? Phil Mendoza again. Just wanted to start off by letting everybody know that we appreciate you commenting on our recent shot scenario videos and following along. We're going to be bringing quite a few more videos like that down the way. I feel it's really important, especially with my two young sons, as we get prepared for our upcoming seasons. And this is kind of where the alpha bow hunting coaching structure started from anyway, was situational bow hunting. We start with your effective range. We'll talk about how we get to that in a later video. But once you know your effective range, you move on to the elements portion of the shot scenario. Are you on level ground? Are you on an angle? Are you side hill? Are you kneeling? Are you seated? Is it windy outside? How windy is it? Is it a crosswind, wind in your face? Is it raining? Is it snowing? All those elements that come into play of your shot. And then we follow along, we finish off with the animal behavior. What's the animal doing? Are their ears perked up and aware alert? What's going on? Are they looking at you? Is their body relaxed? So we take those components, effective range, elements, and then the animal behavior, and we put that into a process where you decide quickly, is this a green light or a red light shot situation? So we're gonna dive into the first couple videos that we did here, and let's take a look at this first shot clip here. This is a clip from our one of our hunts this fall, and this bull we had it coming in. Actually, we were calling, and he pushed a couple cows through, just coming in our general direction. He really didn't know we were here, but in this scenario, I kind of posed a situation that the bull's at 47 yards. If you see the way he's standing here, he's not quite broadside, slightly quartering to. Some people have commented that, yeah, this is a green light situation for them. You can try to sleeve it in there and maybe tuck it tight to the shoulder, possibly get, lung, liver. I don't know if you can get the heart the way that angle is, but nonetheless, tough shot angle for many. And at that distance, at 47 yards, maybe not a green light scenario for quite a few people. But again, comment below. Let us know where you're at with your capabilities and what your comfort level is on that shot scenario. Our next one here is actually the same bull. He came in, he walked up the hill, and he's walking away. But the shot situation here that I posed was, we have what looks to be a perfectly broadside shot. The shooter is shooting uphill, and he's on his knees, 68 yards. So maybe the shot angle from the animal initially tells you, yeah, green light, but then you move along your process and say, okay, 68 yards and I'm kneeling. Yeah, maybe not so much. Maybe it's a little more than I want to shoot from a kneeling position. Some of you feel more comfortable from a kneeling position. So again, this is just one of those scenarios where, we're posing the situation. Let us know where you're at. Obviously, this isn't we're not here grading anybody or judging anybody, but this is just a practice. This is that situational bow hunting that we can all gain some value from, where we're going through these situations, when we're not with an elevated heart rate, we haven't just hiked up a mountain, or, had two bulls calling back and forth. So where your nerves and your just anxieties through the roof because of the excitement and your adrenaline. This is, I'm sitting at home in my office and my desk, and you might be doing something similar. So as we go over these situations in a controlled setting and you practice them, and you kind of go through all the moving parts, and there's so many things with bow hunting that's subjective. That's where we just want to make sure, we're not coming from a place of trying to tell you what's right or wrong. We're coming from a place of, hey, let's practice these scenarios together. Let's go over them, so that way, if we do find ourselves in one of these situations this fall, then you're better prepared to quickly make that decision, because it may be something that we went over, or it's a version of something we went over. So we'll get a little more in depth with the moving parts of what we coach and what our structure is to get to this point, right? Green light, red light, with all the moving parts again. And it's not, this isn't something that I feel like this is set in stone. You have to do things our way. No, on the contrary, this is a starting point. This is maybe a little bit more structured than some people use right now. I've implemented this with a bunch of the people that I've coached in the past. My kids now, Dominic, he's had a couple big game seasons under his belt, had a really successful last year in fall of 2024. My youngest son, Elias, took his first big game animal as well. a whitetail buck in 24. So as we prepare for 25 and all the seasons that are in front of us, you know, me and my kids, we're going to be going through a lot of these shot scenarios and talking through them, because what my capabilities and accuracy and effective range, you know, makes my decision to be is going to be different from my son Dominic, who's 15, shooting 68 to 70 pounds now at 26.5-inch draw, and you know where he's at, what his effective range is, and it's going to be very different from my youngest son Elias, who is going to be shooting maybe 42 to 44 pounds by big game season, and you know a 23.5-inch draw length. So it's a lot of moving parts. This is one of those. This is just our process and how we've gotten to where we're going to get ourselves ready for the season. So hope you enjoy the different content, the change of pace, what we're doing. We do have some hunt videos coming down the way from the last few seasons, as we've filmed quite a few of our hunts, and it's time to start putting them up. So expect to see more shot scenario videos. Expect to see some commentary on some of these shot scenario videos, so we can just talk through them, go over it. I'd love to get your feedback. Let me know where you guys are at, or girls, with what your capabilities are, where these shot scenarios lead you, and we'll just keep getting ready for the season. So hope you enjoy the content, and DBAP.